On today's video, we're going to try and fix this busted Ninja Creami Deluxe for the least amount of money possible. So I paid $20 Canadian for this on Facebook Marketplace. The seller said it was broken, and it's got a common, from what I can tell, it's got a common problem where the blade drops out and doesn't stay attached to the lid. So there are a couple of things that this didn't come with, and there's a couple of things that this had done to it. So they obviously sent it to Ninja Creami as a warranty repair, and they determined that it wasn't worth repairing, so they cut the power cable off and then sent it back. That's a common kind of practice these days, but we can get around that easy enough. It's just a power cable. Before we talk about how we plan to repair this, let's take it out of the box and actually see what the condition is. Right, so we have our machine. The cable has definitely been cut off. This is a pretty thin gauge power cable. Now I've got a spare one, had this in the drawer for something else, so we can replace that. If you're gonna do this, make sure you replace a cable with the same grade cable. So if it's an 18 gauge, then replace it with an 18 gauge. Don't start reducing the size of the cable because it will catch fire. So, handy little Velcro tab. So we're not going to reuse this. The actual condition of the machine is pretty reasonable. I mean, it's dirty. So let's get this and let's get in and see what we have. The actual container housing is fine, no breaks. Again, it's dirty. Nothing really crazy going on. So it's in pretty reasonable condition. It came with the useless instruction manual, came with a quick start guide, safety instructions. So before we get started, I'm gonna clean. These are notoriously difficult to clean. There are, obviously you've got your latch here, which is the release mechanism for your blade. Now that capsule under here gets full of junk, gets full of crap. In the relaxed position, there is a hole just in here, and you can actually run hot water through there whilst moving the actual latch itself. And that will enable you to get water in here and clean this. So before we get started, I'm gonna give this machine a full clean, and then we'll come back. And then the last thing to do is just to take this out, and I'm gonna run this under the warm tap and clean that off. And there is our cleaned machine. Some things to note in the clean. The actual blade itself is very dirty, or was very, very dirty. And that's the indication that it's not been cleaned properly after each event. So, I mean, it's not difficult to clean. This blade is in pretty poor condition, but grabbing it and turning it, it doesn't turn on its own, which means the motor's good. So what we're gonna do is just take a soft sponge and get that around there. You don't really want lots of water going down in that gap, but we're gonna get that in there and just give that a nice clean. And if there's something that you can't remove, get a little toothpick, get a little screwdriver, anything like that, and we're just gonna pick out any little residue. Okay. A couple of things we needed to buy before progressing. One is the blade didn't come with this machine, and that is because when I looked at the seller, the blade was damaged, and I didn't want to pay $25 for that blade when I can pay $22 for a brand new one which isn't damaged. Straight from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. This is an excellent blade, works perfectly, sized perfectly. So we've got a new blade. What we really need to do is open up the machine and get this power cable changed. You're going to need a T10 Torx bit to get the bottom off here. And you're going to need to take screws out from here, all of these locations, to to remove that. We don't need to take these out yet. So the T10 Torx is for the front screw and the 2 back screws. And the rest of the screws are Phillips head number 2. As you lift off, you have your release button down here. This just comes off. There are 2 small springs, I'll show you those in a second, which will fall out. And that is these. This is your release switch for your container, and these are the springs. These sit in here like this. Keep those safe. Do not lose those. So now that we've got the bottom released, we can see that the cable goes, there's a cable cover inside, and that slides down the back here like so. And that just protects the cable inside. So we can remove that. The actual power cable now goes around here. This is a safety latch. We need to undo this here, which is a Phillips head number 2. And that is an anti-strain lock. So if you were to pull the cable, it won't pull the cable out of the motor inside. Keep all those washers safe. And that is our base, weighted. It's got our mechanism inside there as well. So we can put that aside. Now what we need to do is get to the actual motor itself. With the machine upside down, we can see there are some screw locations all the way around here. And we're gonna need to undo all of those. And they are all T10 Torx bits. Now with that done, we can look at removing the top case. So to remove these side panels to get access to the actual PCB part of the controller, what we need to do is remove these little things here. You can either use a little pry, plastic pry, or you can use a flathead screwdriver and just gently put either in between where those screws go, and it will just start to pop off like that. Do the same the other side. And now we are starting to get access to our Ninja Creami. We can see the PCB inside, we can see the motor, we can see the drive shaft here, and we can also see cables. Now obviously something to check is the condition of the components. Here we have our power modulator, and if you pull the cable, you can see there is our power cable. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to protect our worktop and put that on there like that, because we obviously, this is the part we're going to replace. So we can see that it's here. You'll be able to feed that cable back out like that. We've got a brown and a blue, and these are just crimped together. We're going to replace these with straight spade connectors and get the new cable on. This is simply a case of cutting these. So now what we're going to do is just going to take the end off here, because we are going to put on our new spade connectors and our protective sleeves. There we have our cable coming up through here to join the 2 existing power cables, and now we're going to just gently pull that cable back through. The tube goes all the way down there, sits in that hole, and these 2 little lugs just push in over the top like so. And then that will keep your cable inside. These are your 3 lugs at the back. You're simply gently pushing those in, make sure that they line up, and then it will all snap back together. Like I pointed out before, our release button has 2 springs inside. Now what we need to do is make sure that those springs stay inside. You show you where they go. That goes on like that, and that goes on like that. And our button goes in this orientation. What we're simply going to do is slide that over the top like that, over those 2 buttons, because when we press that, that releases this little latch here. So with that in place like that, and gently lift this up, because we're going to slide this over the top. There's a lot of space in there for that excess cable. We can now just grab the whole thing, turn it over. Let's, before we do that, let's first plug this in and see if we've got power with our new cable. We've got power. There we go. The install button is flashing, and that is just because we don't have this fitted. There's no blade in here. We're going to get to that any second. There we go. Install, and then a flashing power light because there's no blade. So the problem this was originally diagnosed with is the very common problem of the blade falling out. So when you lift your bowl up, the blade falls out. This is a super common problem, and there really is only one reason as to why this happens. Now, if you're not sure if this is a problem you have, easy way is to just take your blade with your machine turned off, put your blade up and spin it so that it interacts with the motor shaft. If it doesn't stick to it, if it's not magnetized, then your magnet inside here has demagnetized. The magnet is here, is there. That is your magnet in the end there. It's a very small magnet, but that is what is causing the problem. Why these demagnetize? So magnets demagnetize under heat, and not a lot of heat, to be fair. We're talking small magnets here. We're talking 5 millimeters across, 2 millimeters thick. That's all that is. And the heat is generated by friction. As this blade spins down, it is plummeting down through a frozen mass. That creates friction, which in turn creates heat, which travels up through this into that magnet, and over time demagnetizes it. Not a lot of time either. What causes more heat is the bad recipes, the solid blocks of ice that people are trying to process in their Ninja Creamis. That's creating too much heat and will demagnetize your shaft magnet there. There are two ways around this. You can either replace this magnet, and that is drill that out and put a new one in, or the method that I like to recommend to people, get a tiny little magnet like this, a tiny little magnet that is 5 millimeters by 2 millimeters on Amazon, super cheap. I mean, I think I got an entire pack of 25 by 2 magnets along with a load of other sizes for about 12 Canadian dollars. And we are going to sit that in here. So as this is metal and you're dealing with a magnet, it can be a bit fiddly. What I like to do is just take a small pair of tweezers and drop it in, and then just manipulate it, and I'll show you in a close-up. So your magnet is sitting on the bottom. You won't be able to get it in the center because of the way magnets work, but that is where it is. As you saw, that took about 3 seconds to do, and now what we can do is just test that on there, and it's stuck. All right, the magnet will not get pulled off. What we can do is put that in there. Super easy, quick fix to your demagnetized Ninja Creami. The way to stop it is to start making better ice cream in there. Start making and using proper recipes for balanced ice cream. Any of my ice cream recipes will work in your Ninja Creami. They're balanced, they're not solid blocks of ice. To be fair, what causes more problems is trying to blitz hard, solid, frozen fruit without anything else in there. Because it's a recommendation from Creami that you can do it. You can't. You cannot do it. You will break your machine. Now, they are going to replace it if it's under warranty for free, which is excellent. Some people have actually had up to 3 replaced for this because they don't want to repair it. All they do is recommend you cut the cable off, and then they will send you a new one. How wasteful is that? Your machine is absolutely fine. It just needs that tiny little magnet put inside. If you want to actually remove that magnet, drill it out, and glue your new magnet in there, that is also fine. The magnet is quite difficult to remove, so it's a bit of a pain in the jacks, but power on, fully working. Fully working, we're gonna use full 2 minutes. It doesn't really make any difference what we're doing, so let's works perfectly. Let's get some ice cream in there. Blade perfectly still attached. Let's get some scooped up. And there we go, a Ninja Creami Deluxe fixed with a $2 magnet. Delicious chocolate ice cream. I will put a link in the description for the ultimate chocolate. It's one of the best chocolate ice creams you will ever eat. Don't throw away your Ninja Creami. Don't buy another one. Don't even bother sending it back for a replacement unless, you know, it's seen some damage. It's just super wasteful, and all they'll end up doing is going into landfill, which is the last thing we need. Tiny little magnet, fixes your problem, you're good to go. Let me know if you want to see any more maintenance tips, tricks, and information on Ninja Creamis and their problems. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.